Have you ever considered what makes a person subtly more precious than gold as they age? The answer isn't wealth, status, or simple luck. The profound truth is that after 65, certain qualities, when intentionally nurtured, transform an individual into someone truly irreplaceable, deeply respected, admired, and sought after. Yet, surprisingly, many people overlook these very traits, allowing them to diminish without realizing the immense value they hold. This exploration will dive into 6 powerful qualities that, when cultivated, will ensure you are not merely liked, but profoundly cherished. These characteristics are independent of physical appearance or material success. They are entirely rooted in how you live, how you think, and how you carry your being. The most encouraging aspect: these are traits you can actively develop at any point in life. No matter where you are now, you have the ability to cultivate these 6 strengths and become the kind of person whose very presence makes a quiet but significant impact. Stay with us to the very end, as the final insight is one that many realize only when it's too late. If you've ever felt a sense of fading into the background as you age, or if you've sought to maintain your dignity and sense of purpose, this message is for you. These 6 principles will not only help you stand out in a powerful, quiet way, but will also instill a deep sense of fulfillment, a treasure more valuable than any material possession. See note. Please remember to subscribe and turn on the bell if you haven't, and indicate your preference by typing 1 or 0 in the comments to help us improve content. 1. The ability to stay calm in any situation. One of the most valuable traits an older adult can possess is a deep, abiding sense of calm. This is a reassuring presence that instantly brings peace to a room and makes others feel safe and centered. This is not a calm born of denial or problem avoidance. It's the profound wisdom that comes with knowing what truly matters, the patience to release minor irritations, and the steadfast ability to remain level-headed when life's challenges inevitably arise. With age, we accrue experiences of loss, significant change, and unexpected hardship. While some let these experiences foster anxiety or bitterness, those who become quietly more precious than gold are the ones who learn how to stay centered. They refuse to panic over minor inconveniences or allow every disagreement to escalate. They are the essential source of perspective when others are overwhelmed. Consider Harold, a 74-year-old retired firefighter. Years ago, his simple presence could stabilize an entire crisis scene. He wasn't loud or commanding, but his steady tone, his deep capacity to listen, and his way of offering reassurance without overreaction drew people in. Even in retirement, people naturally gravitate to him. His grandchildren trust him because he never dismisses their feelings, and his friends rely on him because he refuses to add fuel to any emotional fire. His wife, after decades, still finds comfort in his approach to life's inevitable challenges. This kind of calm is an active choice, not passivity. It's about knowing when to act and, more crucially, when to let things go. It's the decision not to expend energy on concerns that will be irrelevant a year from now. The most respected older adults are those who don't let emotions control their actions. They pause before reacting, listen before speaking, and understand that most conflicts are not worth the emotional toll. They are not concerned with proving themselves to people who don't matter. They become the kind of person others instinctively turn to in moments of crisis. someone whose mere presence brings instant ease to a space. The secret is that this profound calm not only garners respect from others, but makes your own life infinitely better. It is a source of stress reduction, stronger relationships, and focus on genuine joy. Cultivate this within yourself, and you will become quietly more valuable than gold, not for your possessions, but for the peace you bring to others. 2. A sense of curiosity that never fades. One of the greatest missteps people make as they age is the belief that learning, discovery, and new experiences are the exclusive domain of the young. The truth is, the individuals who remain quietly more precious than gold are those who never stop being curious. They continue to explore, ask searching questions, and embrace new ideas. They resist the trap of being stuck in their ways or dismissing the unfamiliar simply because it challenges their old knowledge. Curiosity keeps the mind sharp and, more importantly, keeps the spirit vibrantly alive. Older adults who maintain an engaging and dynamic life are those who stay open to new conversations, new literature, new skills, and new perspectives. They do not shut down discussions with the rigid phrase, "That's just the way things are." Instead, they ask, "Tell me more." They listen deeply, absorb new insights, and remain lifelong learners, not just through formal education, but in their entire approach to the world. Take Evelyn, a 76-year-old former school teacher. She could easily have settled into a static routine of the same shows, people, and stories. Instead, she actively seeks novelty. She reads books outside her comfort zone and listens attentively when younger generations discuss their experiences, choosing not to dismiss them as too different. She learns new technology, not out of necessity, but because she genuinely enjoys tracking how the world is shifting. The result: she is endlessly fascinating to talk to. People are drawn to her not just for her existing wisdom, but because she is not anchored in the past. She is engaged, present, and continuously growing. Curiosity makes a person feel alive at any age, preventing boredom and fighting stagnation, ensuring every year is rich with fresh discoveries. More crucially, it makes a person genuinely enjoyable to be around. No one wants to spend time with someone who refuses to see the world beyond their narrow, established views. But the person who asks questions, shows genuine interest in the lives of others, and remains engaged in the wider world, that person is unforgettable. Those who become fixed in their ways too early often become isolated, frustrated, and bitter. But those who continuously ask, learn, and grow remain energized, relevant, and deeply valued. This essential curiosity is not a passive quality that naturally endures. It is a profound choice you must nurture every single day. Cultivate it, and you will never feel like life is simply passing you by. You will always feel you are at the heart of something meaningful. 3. The strength to set boundaries without guilt. One of the most valuable forms of self-care you can master after 65 is the ability to establish clear boundaries to safeguard your time, energy, and peace, and to do so without feeling guilt. Far too many people, especially as they age, fall into the trap of people pleasing, saying yes when they desperately want to say no, habitually tolerating disrespect, or allowing others to consistently take more than they contribute. Yet, the most quietly powerful individuals are those who deeply know their worth and resolutely refuse to compromise it. Boundaries are not a mechanism for being cold, distant, or selfish. They are a declaration of your value, an essential framework for what you will and will not accept. They ensure you are not sacrificing your own well-being purely to maintain the comfort of others. When you master this crucial skill, you instantly become a person who is respected, truly valued, and quietly more precious than gold. Consider Robert, a 73-year-old retired mechanic. For most of his life, he struggled immensely with saying no. He'd offer to help a friend move, even if his back was aching. He'd listen to family members' endless complaints, even when it left him emotionally drained. He'd stay silent when his boundaries were pushed because he dreaded conflict. Eventually, he felt perpetually exhausted, stretched thin, and profoundly unappreciated. This led to a crucial realization. He had to start valuing his own time as much as he valued everyone else's. Today, Robert maintains firm but kind boundaries. He offers help only when he genuinely desires to, not out of mere obligation. He listens but no longer allows himself to be treated as an emotional dumping ground. He prioritizes spending time with those who uplift him over those who drain his spirit. Crucially, he has shed the guilt for prioritizing his own well-being. The result is a man who is happier, healthier, and commands greater respect than ever before. Here's the often overlooked truth. When you allow others to overstep your boundaries, you subtly teach them that it is acceptable. Conversely, when you clearly define what is and is not acceptable, you naturally attract people who respect your energy, your time, and your presence. The strongest, most graceful older adults are not the ones who let others impose upon them. They are the ones who can confidently say no, without feeling the need to offer a complex explanation. They understand that their time is precious, that they deserve relationships rooted in mutual respect, and that the people who genuinely care will honor their boundaries instead of attempting to push past them. The greatest benefit is that setting boundaries doesn't just earn respect from others. It builds profound self-respect, replacing resentment and exhaustion with a feeling of control, peace, and deep self-worth. 4. A presence that brings warmth and comfort. One of the most powerful and enduring qualities a person can cultivate after 65 is the profound ability to make others feel instantly at ease. This is not about being the loudest voice or an endless entertainer. It is about having a fundamental presence that makes people feel safe, deeply understood, and truly valued. It is a presence others actively seek out, not for what you can give them, but for how you make them feel in your company. People who possess this quality hold something truly rare, a quiet, radiating warmth that instinctively draws others in. They are the individuals you want to sit beside in a room full of strangers. The ones who, often without saying much, communicate a profound sense that you belong. They listen without the slightest hint of judgment, offer kindness without expectation of reciprocation, and make the entire world around them feel perceptibly lighter. Consider Joan, a 75-year-old former nurse. She possesses a unique gift for making everyone around her feel entirely at home. She neither forces conversation nor dominates the space, yet people are naturally drawn to her. When she speaks, it is with sincerity and gentleness. When she listens, she truly focuses, not simply waiting for her turn to speak, but making the other person feel that their words hold genuine importance. This is why people love to be near her. She is not flashy or attention-seeking, but her quiet warmth is unforgettable. This powerful presence is less about your words and entirely about the feeling you create in others. It's the simple act of offering a reassuring smile to someone who seems uncertain, allowing others to fully express themselves without interrupting or dismissing their feelings, and consistently sharing kindness through small, meaningful gestures. A thoughtful observation, a genuine compliment, or a simple act of care. The beautiful reality is that people do not forget this kind of presence. Long after the conversation ends, they vividly remember how you made them feel. They recall the comfort of your company, the kindness in your voice, the gentleness in your expression, and the way you made them feel. Like they genuinely mattered. This is the essence of what makes a person quietly more precious than gold, not money, not power, but being a true source of warmth in a world that often feels cold. Crucially, this kind of presence doesn't diminish with age. It only deepens, built on a lifetime of wisdom, patience, and love, qualities that only grow stronger over time. 5. The ability to find joy in simplicity. One of the deepest secrets to a truly fulfilling life after 65 is mastering the art of finding joy in the simple things. This is not about settling for less. It's a recognition that life's most beautiful and meaningful moments do not stem from grand achievements or extravagant experiences. They are born from the small, everyday pleasures that countless people overlook. The individuals who are quietly more precious than gold have mastered this skill. They do not require constant excitement to feel content, nor do they chase things they don't truly desire. Instead, they possess a unique way of seeing beauty where others see only the ordinary. A warm cup of coffee on a quiet morning, the feeling of sunlight warming the skin, the sound of genuine laughter shared with trusted friends, the peace found in a simple, well-lived day. Consider George, an 80-year-old retired carpenter. He is neither wealthy nor famous, but he is genuinely, profoundly happy. He consciously avoids wasting time complaining about what he lacks, choosing instead to wake up daily with a deep, tangible appreciation for what he has. When he walks, he truly observes the way the leaves move. When he eats, he savoringly enjoys each bite. When he talks with old friends, he listens, laughs, and completely immerses himself in the moment, rather than letting his mind drift to worries about the past or future. What makes this quality so powerful is that people can feel this kind of contentment. They sense when an individual is genuinely at peace with their life, when they are truly grateful, and when they have let go of the relentless chase for more, choosing instead to deeply appreciate what already exists. That kind of presence is rare. It is magnetic. It is the presence that others desire to be around. The challenge is that too many people spend their later years fixated on what is missing, instead of what is right in front of them. They dwell on regrets, compare their lives to others, and convince themselves that happiness is a chapter they have closed. But the most precious people are those who understand how to make the present moment feel like enough. They do not waste precious energy on unchangeable complaints, nor do they allow small inconveniences to shatter their peace. They actively choose joy over and over in the smallest of ways. This isn't about pretending life is flawless. It's about training your mind to notice the good, even on the most ordinary days. Appreciating what is present instead of yearning for what is absent. And realizing that true happiness is not found in grand moments, but built minute by minute in the way you navigate every single day. 6. A deep sense of self. Respect that no one can shake. There is something undeniably powerful about an individual who is completely assured of their worth. A person who carries themselves with quiet dignity, who does not seek external approval, and who refuses to let age in any way diminish their sense of self. This kind of deep, unwavering self-respect is one of the most invaluable qualities you can cultivate after 65, and it is what makes a person truly irreplaceable. Many people spend their younger years preoccupied with the opinions of others, tirelessly trying to fit in, prove their worth, and be liked. But the individuals who become quietly more precious than gold are the ones who, with the passage of time, learn that their worth is not something that requires validation from anyone else. They cease chasing external approval, stop wasting energy on people who fail to appreciate them, and, most importantly, stop apologizing for the person they are. Consider Louise, a 78-year-old retired librarian. She used to be a quintessential people pleaser, putting others first and going out of her way to ensure everyone's happiness, often at the expense of her own. As she aged, a critical realization dawned: her time, her energy, and her peace mattered too. She stopped agreeing to things she didn't want to do, shed the guilt for prioritizing herself, and stopped allowing the opinions of others to dictate her choices. Because of this transformation, she became a person others deeply respected. Self-respect is not arrogance or a dismissal of others. It is an understanding of your own intrinsic value and a refusal to let anyone diminish it. It involves setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated and never lowering that standard simply to keep someone else comfortable. It is about looking in the mirror and knowing that, unequivocally, you are enough as you are, without needing to prove a single thing to anyone. Here is the key: people can sense when someone respects themselves. It is evident in their demeanor, their speech, and the way they calmly navigate challenges. A person with deep self-respect does not beg for attention or validation, nor do they tolerate disrespect. Instead, they carry a quiet strength that makes others instinctively treat them with the very same respect they demand from themselves. Yet, too many individuals let their self-worth erode as they age. They falsely convince themselves that they are less valuable because they are older. They believe they must shrink their presence, remain silent, or accept less than they deserve. But the truth is, age should only strengthen your self-respect, not weaken it. Because with age comes the wisdom, experience, and realization that your true value has never depended on anyone else's opinion. Final thoughts: the currency of a well-lived life. As we conclude this discussion, take a moment to absorb these 6 qualities. They are not metrics of wealth, status, or external success. They are measures of something far more profound: how you carry yourself, how you treat the people around you, and how you consciously choose to live every single day. The individuals who are quietly more precious than gold are not those who chase the spotlight or demand recognition. They are those who commit to the daily cultivation of wisdom, kindness, and an unshakable sense of self-worth, qualities that only deepen and strengthen over time. The key takeaway is this: these profound traits are not passively acquired. They require intention, a deliberate choice, and a commitment to becoming the kind of person who, regardless of their stage in life, continues to evolve, grow, and shine in their own quiet, powerful way. If you recognize these qualities in yourself, or feel inspired to begin nurturing them, know that you are firmly on the right path. These qualities are not ultimately about making others value you. They are about helping you value yourself. When you truly embrace the person you are meant to be, deep fulfillment, respect, and admiration will naturally follow. Which of these 6 qualities resonated most deeply with you? Have you already started nurturing them in your life, or is there one you are now inspired to focus on? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. So note if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you.